Hi, Jeremy Cordeaux in the Court of Public Opinion. I'm just on air here to let you know that we'll be live streaming the Court of Public Opinion every Friday between 9 o'clock and 12 on jeremycordeaux.com. Please join us. We'd love to have you.
Welcome to Hong Kong Confidential. I'm Jules Hannaford and I'm your host. I'm an Australian woman and I've been living in Hong Kong for many years. I'm a mother, a teacher, an author, and I want to share my wisdom and the wisdom of others with you. Thanks for joining me and I hope you enjoy the show. Hi Confidants, I just want to tell you about a book that I've written called Fool Me Twice. It's my memoir and it's a story of how I was scammed and assaulted while online dating. It was a difficult book to write because I really had to overcome the shame of my choices. But I wanted to do it so that I could help other people not get caught in the same trap that I was. At the end of the book, there are a whole lot of suggestions of what people need to look out for and how they can date safely online. My book is available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble online, and it's also in Hong Kong bookstores. Here is a promo for my book. I hope you enjoy it.
From life on a farm in rural Australia, where wide open spaces made a young woman yearn to know what was beyond her country town. She moved to the city, became a mother, and found her dream career which took her across the world. But still, something's missing. In her search for love, she traveled far, trusted deeply. She wanted so badly to find someone that she almost lost herself in the process and learned some hard lessons along the way. Fool Me Twice, a new memoir by Jules Hannaford. Available on Amazon.
Today I'm here with Sylvia Tsui. Hi Sylvia, thank you so much for joining me today.
Hi, Jules. I'm so excited to be here today.
Yeah, it's great to have you here. Sylvia, tell me how you came to be a healer.
Well, it's like about many years ago when I was working in America as a CPA. There was a friend's cousin who told me, like, he was a psychic. So he saw me and he told me that, oh, you are a healer. I'm like, what's that? Because I had no idea. I was like only focusing on numbers back then, right? I was working in America, corporate America, and I had no idea what that was. And he told me, yeah, you're a healer. So I forgot about it. I didn't do anything about it or even think about it. I mean, when I was thinking about my life, I wasn't even special. I wasn't born with the ability to see energy or be able to see the future of somebody, right? So I was just this normal person. And the only thing special about me was my dreams. Like I would have vivid dreams that sometimes became true. Like I would be dreaming about somebody. The next day I'll be seeing that person, which I haven't seen for a year. And then also I pray a lot when I was young. I was like little and I always pray every night. And it seems that even though some of the things that I prayed didn't come true, and eventually over a period of time, it all came true. But I don't feel like I'm anybody special. Actually, anybody can be a healer. And if you know how to use the energy around us, because we all have this ability to heal ourselves and our body.
When did you decide that you wanted to change your career and be a healer? Was there some significant moment that you decided to change?
Yeah, actually, it was 2 years ago. I was really sick. I went to the hospital for 10 days in a really bad situation. I was having fever for many days and the doctor couldn't figure out how to solve the problem. They couldn't bring my fever down. And my skins were flaring up and they were like peeling off all over my hair, my face, my, my fingers.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I start feeling numb on my fingers. because the skin turned, they just started to die, right? My skins were dying. And I have my lips were swollen and it was horrible. I couldn't eat. I didn't have any energy because I was having this high fever and my situation was getting worse and worse, right? So I was laying in the hospital bed thinking, what could have gone so wrong in my life? What was causing all these? And the doctors were searching for answers and they were trying to find a solution to fix me. But it seems that the more meditation they gave me, to calm down my fever, the situation got worse.
Oh, so the medication wasn't helping.
Yeah, it wasn't helping. So they kind of stopped the fever medication and they kind of just watched me maintain my stacks. They would measure me every hour or two. And I was sleeping 18 hours, 20 hours a day. When the food comes, I can barely lift myself up to just eat a bite and then I have to lay down again. I have no energy at all. So I was sleeping a lot. And I think in the deepest sleep, during those days, I was fainting or going on and off. I saw this really beautiful, golden gaze. It's so vivid, so real. It feels like I could touch it. And I see this really beautiful golden energy around me and surrounding me. And I don't know if someone was talking to me or it was just me talking to me.
Sure.
Yeah, there was a message and the message was to love yourself more, just to love yourself, right? Because I put myself into a situation where I was working for corporate and I had a good income and I was meeting deadlines and I was working and working. And at a point I was getting into a place where I really stressed myself out and I didn't take care of myself and I didn't truly let myself relax and just loving. So I think the message was pretty clear. So after that dream, the next day, it seems that I feel better. Out of nowhere, just things started my stats are getting stable and I was able to gain some energy. And I told myself, I have to eat otherwise, because I haven't been able to eat because my mouth was swollen with blood and all that. And I couldn't brush my teeth everywhere. It's just a mess, right?
Wow, that's amazing. So after you had this kind of epiphany about loving yourself and accepting yourself and perhaps changing things, then you started to feel well again.
Right.
Did you get better and then you leave the hospital and you quit corporate and you started to train as a healer?
Yep. So that's pretty much what happened. When I leave the hospital, I was searching for the answer. What was that dream about? It was so vivid to me and it was energy. And I remember the guy telling me I was a healer. So I got so interested in finding out about energy healing and just what we are about as a person. So I study and I got my, energy healing practitioner certificate. So now I can heal myself. My hair grows back. My skin grows back. It looks normal.
Yeah, you look beautiful.
You can tell that it had happened.
And did you ever have a diagnosis? Did they ever tell you what was wrong with you?
Well, they said it could be some kind of allergic reaction to something I took, but it was never really identified.
When you were studying to be a healer, you were looking at energy, were you? Energy transformation. What else did you study? Meditation, things like that?
Yeah. So everything around that, I was studying meditation, energy work, how do you do the energy exercise on a daily basis to heal your body? And also, how do you channel the universal, the cosmos energy to your body and heal your body? Because it's available to all of us. And through meditation and through focus, and you just practice and you can heal yourself.
What do you mean by sort of using energy or energy healing? What does that involve?
Everything is made of energy, right? So from the chair we sit on to the water we drink to the thought we have, everything is energy. And energy is surrounding us. And in Chinese, we call it qi.
Oh, yes, I've heard of that. Sure.
Yeah. And you also hear prana from some culture.
Yeah, that's from Indian culture.
Yeah. And some call it ki, the Japanese call it ki. And there's many names. So in many different cultures throughout history, we always have used this word, the energy, right? So it is the cosmic energy we can draw down to us and we can heal ourselves and others. We can channel the energy and heal others. What do we mean by healing is sometimes when we are stuck, like due to some disturbing thoughts or negative emotions or situations that got us like physically ill, it was because there's a stuckness
in our energy.
Yeah.
Right.
In our
Got
energy
it.
field.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like a traffic. If you think of it like
a traffic jam.
Yeah. It's like a traffic.
Great. And so you're going to try and release that energy so that people can get equilibrium back in their lives, or they can feel happier, or they can feel healthier. It can be used in many different ways, can't it?
Yes.
So physically and emotionally and spiritually. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah. You're good. You can be a healer.
Oh, thank you. Now, I've been told that by psychics as well, but in the past, that I'm a healer many, many years ago.
Wow.
Do you have also psychic ability?
Well, we all do, right? As a human being, we all in a certain levels does that. And each of us are very different.
Some people can see it as intuition, can't they?
Yes.
Rather than psychic ability.
Yeah. So if you're in tune with yourself, your higher self is always like talking to you. Normally, we don't hear it because we're so busy dealing with life. But if you can get into a place where you're quiet down and you just listen to yourself, then you hear it. Some people, they just have that hunch, like they need to do certain things or they shouldn't do certain things. And it's kind of psychic because you don't know what's going to happen, but you have the feeling inside of you. That's kind of psychic also, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. So some of us can actually see energy and some of us feel the air. So it's all different. Like some can hear actually the vibration of energy. There's all kinds of frequency and vibration. It's like a radio channel, right? If you tune into certain radio channel, then you will be able to listen to the channel.
How does it work for you? Do you hear stuff? Do you see auras? Do you just have this feelings or thoughts or voices, or how does it work for you?
For me, I would be able to feel through my hands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
if you touch somebody, you can get messages.
Sometimes, but not all the time.
Always.
Yeah,
okay.
It depends. But I would be able to see where they are stuck.
Wow, brilliant. So, when you're healing normally, would somebody lie down and would you put your hands over them? Right, and then get a sense of what's going on from that.
Right.
Tell me how it works. What would you normally do? I'm kind of just guessing at the moment. You tell me. Stop me guessing.
You're good.
Thank you. How would a healing session work generally? What would you do?
Normally, I would first scan the body with my hands. And so I feel what part of the body is depleting, or sometimes it can be overflow, the energy, and it's stuck. Because it's like a river, it doesn't move. It's like kind of overflow. First, I feel the different chakras. If you're familiar with.
Sure am, yes.
Yeah, we have like 7 chakras. I normally feel it and be able to identify what area is depleting or stuck. And then I clear the energy around the area, or sometimes because I do distance healing or distant coaching with the clients as well. So I can ask them to go through it themselves. They can feel their body, and so I don't have to.
Oh, right,
feel
cool.
It as well.
So you can work with people on Skype.
Yeah.
So I've got listeners from all over the world, 110 countries. So at the end, we'll give your details if anyone wants to do any healing with you.
Yeah.
Do you find out first what area the person wants to focus on or what their troubles are? Or do you just go in and do the feeling and then you come up with it?
I always ask what they want to achieve, because there are just so many different ways to do it, right? There's like so many modalities.
And I was researching you and it says that you're a Diamond Life Coach. What is that?
Diamond Life Coach is a program that was developed by Marie Diamond. So if for those of you who are not familiar with her, she is a spiritual leader and also a feng shui master. She was able to see energy since she was really young, and she met her spiritual master at the age of 7. And she has been coaching like celebrities in Hollywood, like Steven Spielberg or like the Rolling Stone.
Wow, has she?
Yeah, so she's been coaching them. And because her ability to see energy and her experience with feng shui, which is also energy, right? Because if you think of feng shui, it's like the energy around you, which actually affect your subconscious mind 24 hours a day. So
sure. Yeah, I've got a podcast with a feng shui master just recently.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
So people can go back and look at that. It was a few episodes ago. But yeah, that's so interesting.
So yeah, I think she's the first person who makes the spiritual aspect, like the meditation and the feng shui together. And she was actually the person behind The Secret. Have you read the book?
Yes, I have read The Secret, right.
Yeah, I think most people know about it because I was watching Oprah the other day and she said in one day she hears 6 people mentioning to her about The Secret. Right? So Marie Diamond worked with Rhonda Byrne, who was the author of The Secret. When they met, Rhonda, had this idea of writing this book, but nobody really wanted to buy it. So Marie worked with her to clear out the energy. And then she also helped her to set up the feng shui in her home, to write the goal, what she wants to achieve, like how many people she wants to impact, put it there. And she also gave her some spiritual practices. And they worked together for a few months. And initially, not many people knows the book, right? And the movie, but they just
it became super popular. Yeah.
It became
took off,
the
didn't
best.
it? Probably because Oprah recommended it.
Yeah, and also that too. And there's a lot of spiritual books out there, like before The Secret and after The Secret. Nobody is as full as The Secret, right? Yeah, so Marie Diamond definitely helped her with that. She was also actually one of the featured teachers in the movie. If you watch the movie again and pay attention to her.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
She's
so
in
she
it.
personally trained like 20 of us as a diamond life coach. Basically, because she has been doing like consulting for all these wonderful people, celebrities, famous people all over the world. And she feels like she can't really, help everybody. And so she developed this coaching program so that people can get help, right? And so people all over the world.
You're a diamond life coach, and do
Yeah.
you integrate your healing and diamond life coaching together, or are they quite separate? Are you a diamond life coach and then you're a healer, or do they come together?
I use both. Yeah.
Oh, great. Oh, that's awesome.
Actually, I use some energy healing principles from what I learned from the Academy of Energy Healing and the diamond coaching principles, where you work with your environment. And I also help people with their mindset coaching, because it turns out I attracted a lot of entrepreneurs. I myself actually started a company before and it failed. So I kind of understand what it needs to go through. And I work in the corporate America coaching like some small business and helping them grow in the past. So I combine all these experience, and I feel like most of my clients, they are drawn to me because they are entrepreneurs. They are having difficulty and they are feeling stressful and having all the problem that I used to have, right?
Right. So you can really empathize because you've been there.
My passion is really to help these people to be able to release their stress and to be able to use the energy tools that I developed over the years, and with the coaching, Marie Diamond coaching, and my background as like business owner and helping business owners to really help them to thrive, right? To live an extraordinary life. So that's my passion.
So interesting. That's great. You work with entrepreneurs and business people, but do you work with individuals on personal growth as well, or personal healing?
Yes, I do.
You run a thing called Transform Your Life sessions. So what is that?
Well, basically, just like a 1-hour session that I help people transform their life using the tools that I have. It all really depends on the kind of situation the person has.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
great.
it's like different. Like sometimes I may use more mindset coaching if the person needed it more. Other times I can use some energy tools. Other times I would use my diamond life coach skills, which is changing your environment as well as using just the energies. It all depends on the person and what they want to achieve.
Great. So that brings us to my little Transform Your Life personal healing session that we're going to do live on this podcast. So I'm really excited for this. And You sent me an email and said, what parts of your life would you like to work on? And I wrote back and I said, I'd like to work on having a relationship because I've been single for many, many years. Like, I hate to think how many, it's something like 30, all right, 20, something ridiculous. And then I thought I'd like to work on success and having more success with my book and my podcast and getting more listeners and getting more readers. And then I thought I would like to work on my health because I've been trying to get a little bit fitter and a little bit healthier so that my knees don't hurt and I've got a little bit more energy. And because we've got a short time, you said to narrow it down to one thing, which is fine. So I decided that out of all of those things, I think the thing that I would really like most is a partner or a relationship.
Yes.
So you're going to do a little energy healing on me and see if you can release some blockage, and then I'm going to meet somebody on my way home today.
I wish that's that fast, right?
We'll move our microphones around if we need to. So should I lie down and then will you like put your hands over me and perhaps we can hold the microphone each and you can sort of say what you're doing and then, or how should we do this?
Are you able to lie down?
I can lie here. Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Will that work?
If you sit with your feet on the floor, I can just feel you.
Okay, so if I sit with my feet on the floor, we can do it from here, can we?
I have to move toward you.
Oh, you come closer. Okay, so hang on. We'll cut this. We're back and I just lay down on the floor and shut my eyes and Sylvia didn't touch me, but she's going to tell us what she did. Then I'm going to tell you what I felt and then she's going to tell us what she learnt about me in this healing session. What did you do while I was on the floor? Because I had my eyes shut.
Yeah, I basically just feeling your aura.
Okay.
Feeling the areas where you depleted or you have overflow of energy that may be stuck.
Okay. And were your hands near my head and my chest and tummy?
Right. So I scan from the crown chakra, which is at the top of your head, to your third eye, and then your throat, your heart, your solar plexus, and navel, and the root chakra.
Oh, right. Oh, I didn't even realize that. Okay. And what did you discover?
You have really good energy in you. I mean, I can feel that you're amazing energy and it's pretty balanced from your crown here, a little bit depleted here in the throat, and there's a little overflow in the heart chakra. So there may be some darkness there that needs to be cleared out, I think. And then when we go down and everything's normal until the root chakra is depleted. That's how I feel from my...
We're having a heart chakra and a root chakra depleted. What does that mean and how can that impact my life?
Actually, your heart is not depleted, but your root chakra was depleted.
Oh, depleted. Okay.
It could be, well, I don't know your situation, but roots is about survival. It could be things that happen to you. You feel like you're surviving and you struggle a little bit to make things to come to your reality. Because when your root chakra is balanced, things can manifest easier, like to come to your reality faster. But if you're depleted or if it's not balanced, that you might have some difficulty in doing that and you may feel a little struggle with your life, but I don't know your situation. Yeah. You can tell me maybe later.
Yeah, and well, no, that makes sense. I'm happy to talk about it now. I think that I struggle because I have a lot of things going on and I'm juggling lots of balls and dealing with lots of different issues. So maybe that's what it is, that I have too much going on so I don't feel rooted in any one area. Would that make sense?
Yeah.
Would it have anything to do with any trauma or problem that I was involved in this week? Could that be it? There was a kind of a shock this week that I was a part of, or do you think
that could be because anything that is out of your expectation or out of normal can really shock because it will land into different part of your body, right? Because everything is energy and anything that is like shocking to you, you may be like holding it in some part of your body.
Oh, right. Okay. Interesting. I was involved in a bit of a crisis or a shock earlier in the week. So maybe that's got something to do with it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Do you do any meditation on a daily basis or?
No, I don't, but I do kind of feel like I meditate by listening to podcasts. Do you know what I mean? I just lie down and I just listen and have somebody telling me a story in a podcast. I listen to podcasts every day.
That's very healing, actually.
I love that, but I don't actually do any specific meditation. Do you think I should be meditating?
Yeah, definitely something that would help is grounding meditation. Have you heard of the word grounding and what it means?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, basically we need the earth to charge us, right? We like plugging into electricity, and the earth has all these healing energies for our body and our mind, and it's very good. And sometimes if you are not grounding enough, you can do a meditation to ground yourself to the earth, and that would really be helpful
good advice.
to you.
And is that another reason why we should walk around in bare feet? We're connected to the earth. Is that good for us?
That's definitely very good. And that's one of the things that humans used to do a lot. And now we don't. And especially now we live in like really high-rise buildings. It's so far from the ground, right? And we wear shoes in the house and we don't even put our bare feet on the floor. Meditation is one of the good way. And another way I learned that's really good for grounding is like stainless steel spoon.
And what do you do with it?
You can use the spoon to like go back and forth on your feet.
On the soles of your feet. You rub the spoon. And does that help with grounding?
Yeah.
Oh, great. I'm going to try
Sometimes
that.
you have like pains around your waist. You can do that.
Oh, really?
You should do it regularly.
Wow. Did you notice my tummy gurgling when you were doing it? Yeah, I could really feel my stomach was rumbling while you were putting your hands over my chakras.
Right.
And it stopped now. So that was weird. And I got very hot.
I
felt hot.
Yes, I feel you. Yeah.
Well, I'm in menopause, so that could have been just a hot flush, but it was weird. I felt hot. So how does what you discovered link to me not having a relationship, do you think? Or not finding love in my life?
I think it's actually you need to forgive. I mean, have you done any forgiveness meditation?
No,
or anything?
No.
Actually, sometimes it's the energy that's blocking you, right? Because there's a lot of different things, actually. First of all, what do you believe, right? What is your belief system? And that creates a very strong energy. So if you believe that all men are bad or I only attract certain type of men,
yes,
if that's your belief, then it holds a really strong energy around your body. And that
you've got to release that, yeah?
You're sending out messages to the universe that this is what you believe, right? And you need to do forgiveness meditation or other meditations to release that. And there's some colors we also use to assist you to transform that energy.
And what do you mean by colors? Do you mean by me wearing different colors? Or?
Yeah, even wearing different colors.
Oh, really? Because I wear black a lot.
You should change that.
Should I? So what color do you think I should wear?
There's a story, right, from Marie Diamond. She was, I told you she met her spiritual master, Sir Germain, at the age of 7. So at 20 years old, Sir Germain asked her to wear black for like a month or 6 months. I don't remember. But so she did. All she wore was black and nothing else. And she attracted all these strange relationships and she wasn't feeling happy at all. So finally she said, please don't ask me to wear black anymore. Because it's just like the spirit master was just showing her, like, you have to experience it to know the difference, right? So he asked her to wear pink and light colors, more white.
I never wear those colors. I never wear pink or white or yellow or anything.
Do you feel like your relationship was strange?
Yes, I've had some very strange relationships. I've written a book about it. I was scammed and assaulted online dating.
Oh, wow.
So I've had some very, very difficult times where I've put myself in very dangerous situations.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
So she changed that and she put like loving images around her because your subconscious mind pick up everything around you 24 hours a day. Especially like each person has a different energy number. I asked you about your energy number.
Oh, what's my energy number?
Your energy number is 7. So
I've heard that before, that it's 7. Yeah. So what does that mean?
So
I don't remember what it means though. So what does it mean?
Advisor.
Advisor?
Yeah.
I sure am. I'm a school teacher. And I like to tell everyone what I think.
Yeah, you love to learn. I am an advisor too.
Oh, okay.
You love to learn a lot and you like to share, right? So that's your purpose. Actually, in relationship wise, the biggest relationship for you would be the relationship with God.
I'm not religious at all. I'm an atheist.
But God doesn't mean like any religion, right?
Right, okay.
You just need
it's spirituality.
Yeah, it's just like you're connected with a source, like the creator. You can call it the creator of the beginning of everything. Right?
Yeah, but I don't believe that. I don't believe. That's a problem.
You need to believe that.
Yeah. You think that'll help me get a relationship if I believe in some sort of spiritual entity?
Well, first of all,
I suppose it's more metaphoric, isn't it? It's really connecting with the universe. It can even be the universe, can't it?
You can be like the universe.
Yes.
You're connected with the universe and you're surrendering yourself, right? Because it's not just the situation. You look at things not just as if the situation, whatever is happening, if you look at it, it's already a frequency that you have manifest around you. There was a question you asked about what karma is like when you created experience, an energy that was created in the past experience, right? It could be a past life. It could be something that happened in this lifetime earlier. And that could like be the karma energy can be like a density around your body. But what it is that karma is like whatever energy you put out, you will receive, right? From my point of view, it really, like in my own experience, really affect me. I was shy. I was a really shy person and I was really obedient as a child, right? I always do the right things. I never challenged the authority. And if my parents ask me to do certain things, I'll do it and I don't cause any conflict. But
that's very typical in Chinese culture, isn't it? You're a typical Chinese child.
For me, yeah, it's very typical. And especially for me, it's pretty strong. And there was a certain person that I was linked to and he was in a different place and I was in the US, right? And for some reason, we all come back to Hong Kong and I am seeing this person and we have so much conflict. And it's so strange because I couldn't make sense of it. And I realized when I search more about my karma and I meditate, I realized that I know this person in my past life and he was threatening my life, actually. And I had to run. So in my energy, I was like always like trying to run, trying to play small, trying to hide. And the minute I realized that I feel so much energy around me and I was so liberated, I feel like I could release this. And for me, I think karma happens so we can heal our past. We can like walk a different path, like we can make a different choice because you put heavenly luck or whatever we're born with, we attract certain people and situations, but it's all for us to heal, like to transform it into something different, something beautiful. You look at bad things, you would like take a bad situation or bad luck, we call it, and you will see the lesson in it and you make it into something beautiful. For me, my lesson was like, I have to make a different choice. I shouldn't run anymore. I'm going to stand up for myself and I should release all these karma. And to me, karma is really like for us to make a different choice for the same situation that we got stuck with. And we make it out of love and giving more love.
Right.
That's back to my hospital
where you had the message transformation.
Was like, love yourself and just let love like flow because in the middle of our heart chakra, we have all these energy, the love. We just allow this infinite love to grow of us. And whatever we see or whatever we say or act, we act it out of love.
What did you feel in my heart chakra?
I feel like there's like a stuckness, a little bit of stuckness. It could be from all the heartache or in the past experience that we actually build a heart wall. I don't know if you have read the book called Emotional Code by Dr. Bradley, I think.
No, I haven't.
It talks about like we, from our experience, some people, maybe from this like small experiences from they were young, that they feel that there's a danger somehow. So they build this energy wall around their heart.
And could that come from, like, for example, I lost my brother and sister when I was 3 years old.
Yeah,
they died.
Any shocking experiences.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So even something that little could have impacted me. And then I was very kind of in charge of looking after my other siblings while my mum recovered.
Right. All these experiences cause you to shut down yourself, right? You have this heart wall around you that you don't even let yourself to come out, the true self. But I think you're transforming something like your experience into something beautiful because you're like doing this podcast, right? you're not like really stuck, like not doing anything.
No, I'm doing a lot, but I'm not finding love. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm writing a book and I'm teaching and I'm helping people and I'm doing the podcast and I'm meeting amazing, inspirational people like you. But I have been single for decades, like such a long, long time. And if I think about it, and this is really sad, but I don't think I've ever been truly loved by anybody, you know, as a partner.
Yeah.
You know, why me? Why am I so alone and so unlovable, it would seem, when I have so many other things going for me and such a great life? But that's the one aspect. Like my career has always been excellent and my relationships and friendships and all that kind of thing and my opportunities and my creativity and all of that has been just released, obviously. But for relationships, there's a real block. How do you suggest that I would fix that? You said the meditation. What else?
Actually, for the relationship-wise, there would be a few steps. First, I would like to forgive and release, right? I can send you some meditation or we can go through one if you want. But basically, we also use the color of violet, violet color. So violet is forgiveness and clearing the karma, actually. So if you can imagine yourself with violet light circling around you and going up or just like surrounding you and releasing all your karma, all your energy, that would be first step, because the first step is releasing the stuff that is already blocking you, right? So, I mean, you can do that. And then the second step, I would say to put around you, look around you, what's in your home, because the universe around you is reflecting what's inside of you. If you really pay attention to the things around you, maybe at your home, especially bedroom is for romance, right? Take a look at your bedroom and see the relationship direction of your home. I'll tell you maybe later if you're interested, then you can take a look at that relationship direction and see what's there. First of all, see if there's any clutter or any mess there. If you have a trash can, because if you have a trash can in your relationship direction, that means you're putting your relationship in the trash.
Okay.
And like if you see a lot of darkness in your direction, that means...
Okay, so this is kind of feng shui that you're talking about, yeah?
Yeah, because the energy inside and outside, it's like interrelated. You release because sometimes you don't know where you are stuck, right?
Sure.
You can work on the outside first, like a feng shui arrangement.
Yeah. And also you can just have nice bedding and 2 pillows and, you know, things like that, can't you? The pillow for the person that's not there.
Yes.
You know, and things like that, and creating space for them to come along, I suppose.
And you use more color in your clothes?
Yes, I'll have to buy some.
Yeah.
I really have got so many black clothes that I have to like take.
It's just like an experiment, right? You want to, I want to see if that would make any difference.
Yeah.
And it's just fun. Just make it fun. Because you don't want something I have to do this. I don't know.
No, I will. I'll definitely give it a try. And in fact, it's interesting because I've bought a new very bright blue top and I've worn it recently a couple of times and I always get compliments. People say, you look great in blue. You should wear it more often, because they always see me in black. I'll do that for sure.
So a good color, actually, there's some good colors for romance for you. That would be yellow, orange, even pink, fuchsia, purple. These are good colors.
Okay, great. The only one I would wear out of them is purple. I don't want to wear yellow or pink or fuchsia. It's so not my personality.
Start with purple.
Yeah, but see, this is an example of me being stuck. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, no, I don't believe in God. And no, I'm not wearing yellow.
Yeah.
Did you get any psychic thoughts? Did you have any sort of psychic feelings when you were doing the healing process on me?
I didn't get any message this time, but my focus for you would be your heart chakra. So I want you to really pay attention to here. And then we can do a little exercise to clear out if we have a little bit of time. Do you want to try that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
what do I have to do?
All you need to do is just close your eyes and I'll lead you into...
All right, great. How exciting. So listeners at home, if you want to clear your heart chakra, get comfortable. You have to have both feet on the floor, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, both feet on the floor and then just listen to Sylvia. Okay, off you go.
So I want you to relax and close your eyes. Now feel like a white energy coming down from heaven down to your aura and your body and all the way down to the earth. I want you to feel any part of your body, like really scan, like pay attention to your body and scan your body from the head to the feet and see if there's any sensations anywhere in the body. It can be some tightness or tinkle or lightness or joy or any kind of feeling.
I can feel tightness in my back, in my middle back, and I feel tired.
So your middle back is around here, right?
Up here.
So your heart chakra goes from here and at the back at the same time.
And you know, when I was lying down as well, I kind of felt my heart beating faster, like a little bit of sort of, not anxiety, but that kind of feeling that you might have before anxiety just for a bit while you were doing the heart chakra hands thing.
Right.
So that's interesting. Okay, so carry on.
Yeah. You feel a little
Tightness in my back.
In your back, right? And now, what shape is it? Can you tune in if you go to that area?
It's a ball.
It's a ball. And does it have any taste or smell or visual, or do you hear anything?
No.
If it's like a ball?
It's like a ball, like a sort of a rock.
Okay. And if you go into that ball, what kind of emotions do you feel behind that? Bring the attention to the feeling of it.
Tense.
Or
stress.
Stress.
Mm-hmm.
Is anything else? Like,
it's not really an emotion.
Yeah.
What kind of is?
Like, if you're frustrated, angry, sadness, like, I mean, these are emotions.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, listeners, I'm trying. I think I feel lonely. Yeah, lonely.
Is there any other things you feel?
And frustrated.
Lonely and frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay. So bring the attention to that area. Just give it space right now. Just let it feel frustrated. Let that feel lonely. Give it space and the permission for it to exist, for it to be there, and just soften the area around that. Really open up and let it be there. Give it room. How do you feel giving your loneliness and your frustration some space and permission to be there? How do you feel?
A little bit more relaxed.
Okay, now I want you to ask what it wants. What does it want? What does it need? Really go into the area and tune into yourself and ask, what do you need?
Love, recognition.
Love and recognition. Anything else?
Time for myself.
Yeah. So now you can ask the question, what can I do for you? Like, what can you do for that part?
I think I can take more care of myself and put time into myself rather than helping everyone else.
Yeah. Is there anything specific that you can do to release that?
Have a massage.
Yeah.
That would help. And swimming.
Oh, wonderful.
And sleeping.
Okay. Now imagine you're giving yourself your loneliness and your frustration. Allow it to be there. And then now you are giving it the massage. You're giving it the rest that it needs. Really feeling it like as if you're walking into the experience of what it needed.
You know, I can feel the pain easing in my back. I really can. It's weird. I can feel it getting less in my back.
Yeah. So it's releasing.
Because I'm giving it the attention.
Yeah. You're giving it the attention and you're releasing the stuckness in it. You allow it to exist. You give it the permission to be there. You give it love and you're really giving it what it needs. So now you can put your attention to your heart. You can put your hand to your heart and really you can feel your heart beating. Let it speak to you the intention for you. Let your heart speak to you. So ask your soul, what is the message for you? What does your soul want for you?
For me to be kinder to myself and to be proud of myself.
Anything else?
To be happy with my life as it is.
That's
Yeah,
great.
that was great.
You feel the relief?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. This is so weird.
I feel your energy.
Yeah.
I'm like tinkle.
You can feel it?
I can feel it release.
I can feel it. It's so weird, guys who are listening. I don't know if you did that with us and did your own thing, but I can feel, it's really weird. I didn't expect that. But that knot in my back, it's still there, but it's much less. And I feel just calmer.
Right.
And that just shows, that was like a little meditation. It just shows how taking just a few minutes every day to do a small meditation can really help center you and get back to you. And you know what? I think that's what I'm going to take away from this.
Yeah.
Is that I really need to start meditating.
I think we all need to love ourselves a little more. And it would be a good exercise even for you. Like in the morning, you look at the mirror and you tell yourself, I love you. I really, really love you. And you say it until you really feel it, right? You say it to the person
that you're with, but you never say it to yourself.
Yeah, you need to love yourself. And that's when...
It's about positive self-talk, isn't it? Rather than negative self-talk.
Yeah, because we all need to love ourselves more. And from a place of overflowing of love, then we can give more of ourselves, right? And we can give more and we'll attract the right person. Because you want the person to love you as if you love yourself. Because you need to love yourself first so much that the person who comes into your life will love you just the way you love yourself.
Yeah, that's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Sylvia. What a lovely, lovely podcast. Thank you for my own little mini healing session. That was really, really lovely. And thank you so much for coming on the podcast. It's been so lovely and interesting. And I hope my listeners out there feel the same kind of sense of calm and peace that I feel after talking to you. Thank you so much. And Sylvia, if any of my listeners want to get in touch with you for some healing or some life coaching, how can they do that?
Oh, they can go to my website at www.sylviatsui.com. It spells like SYLVIATSUI.
Okay, so I will put your website in my show notes. And for my listeners out there, if there's anybody you feel would benefit from thinking about healing with a little focus on love and relationships, then please share this podcast with them. And I hope you'll go on to iTunes to rate and review us, because it will move me up the iTunes charts and get more people checking out Sylvia's website and maybe contacting her for some healing. And I can really tell you that I really do feel a sense of peace and calm that I didn't have at the beginning of this podcast. So that's
Wonderful.
really, really beautiful. Thank you so much, Sylvia.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So that brings us to the end of another Hong Kong Confidential podcast. I'm Jules Hannaford. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you'll be with me again next week. If you enjoyed today's podcast, please can you go to iTunes to rate and review it. I would really appreciate your feedback. You can email me at jules@hongkongconfidential.net, and you can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Hong Kong Confidential. If you'd like to hit me up on Twitter, it's at Jules Hannaford. I would love to hear from you.
Hi, Jeremy Cordeaux in the Court of Public Opinion. I'm just on air here to let you know that we'll be live streaming the Court of Public Opinion every Friday between 9 o'clock and 12 on jeremycordeaux.com. Please join us. We'd love to have you.